Alright, so actually each new agent, disrupting the meta and ruining everything is actually a good thing. And I'm going to be explaining in this video why. So, if we look over here, there's a Dexerto article. So Riot explains why new Valorant agent will disrupt the meta, and that's actually a good thing in my eyes. Valorant lead character designer Ryan Morales-Scott has broken down exactly what Riot wants to achieve from its agents when they launch, creating meaningful gameplay and disrupting the meta. There's always a cry from the community about the powers of current characters. Even before they were released in Valorant, there were none louder than with Killjoy. Her turrets caught the ire of the community long before her official announcement. However, since her release, the turret has been the least of players' worries. The rest of her utility was to find her hit as an oppressive zone control that can capitalize if you fail to flush her out. So if you don't kill Killjoy at the start, she's gonna be a huge problem later on, right? It makes total sense. Her hit has been pushed with the boundaries of what's acceptable in a tactical shooter, but Riots are fine with that. In August 90 Dev, Valorant lead character designer Ryan Morales-Scott stated that Valorant are looking at constantly pushing the boundaries of what a tactical shooter means. I definitely agree with that. You can usually see when in Overwatch a new hero comes out, he just obliterates everything, or he's just average. He's not really good. He needs to be seriously nerfed. So every new agent is a new chance to experiment. We're looking to shake up Valorant with new possibilities in ways that they fit the tactical loop of the game. Regardless of whether it's a hard fragger like Reyna or a more control-based agent like Killjoy, each agent will have an impact on release, okay? So the impact is there not to make characters feel overpowered, but to give them the reason to be in the game. So what they're trying to make in this article, so regardless of whether it's a hard fragger like Reyna or a more control-based agent like Killjoy, they'll try to improve it in each actual way possible, which is what I really like about Valorant. So it's completely different than it usually is. What we introduce is going to be a bit disruptive. The learning curve of a new agent means that it matters. It actually changes the meta. It's not just there, it stands there, it's either used or not used. A new way to play. It's an actual thing that it might be frustrating to learn how to play against. That it's, why did we even add this thing at all? The philosophy applies from agent conception all the way through the release. Morello explained that each new character needs to release. So Morello explained that each new character needs to not just be the shiny new play toy, but something that can slot into a unique place in a competitive ecosystem. They want to add it to tournaments. They want to add each character, just like in Overwatch, they want to have each character have its own abilities, changing the meta. You can kind of see in Overwatch every time a new character releases, the meta is slightly different. Sometimes it's a 3-tank meta, sometimes it's a it's really balanced. Depends on the new agent. So Killjoy is about hunkering down, fortifying, and creating risk within the zone, and that risk, if not managed correctly, turning it into kills for Killjoy. There's a lot difference from Sage and Cypher. Setting up a turret or a nano swarm and not being able to capitalize on it doesn't do a lot. So you still have to survive, right? Dealing with two threats at one is how Killjoy accomplishes this defend and convert pattern we want. No matter the ability or the purpose, Riot wants every agent to fall in place in Valorant. So even the Reyna has its own place. Reyna emphasizes being a good duelist. Jett emphasizes rushing in, throwing smokes, going to the tops, flanking. While this shouldn't be a must pick, they need to have an intensity that makes them worthwhile in specific situations. Riot wants to constantly enable new ways to play the game, even if it means breaking down the norms of character design. We want to set our own expectations within our roster and our game, one that will likely be spicier or feel really inappropriate in another tactical shooter. The tactical loop is our foundation, but it's the start of a journey, not the end. So abilities are the things that provide exceptions to the tactical loop. They're things that provide value. The abilities are a really great thing, to be honest. They really change the pattern. In my honest opinion, they're actually pretty great for balancing games and stuff like that. So new opportunities and new possibilities for the game. My personal opinion, is this a good pick? Yeah, I definitely think so. I definitely think Reyna's impact, comes in the way of her hard fragging. But if you kill Reyna on the start, it doesn't matter. Her abilities won't do anything after the game. Still with Killjoy. Sure, she has a turret, but she has also a good team utility, you know, with Lear, with a flash thing. You know, she can also be something that can be included into the meta. I definitely think there's gonna be a lot of new balanced agents that are gonna, you know, supplement, spice up the meta instead of just being there and, you know, just standing there and waiting for someone to pick them as a meme. You know what I mean? And I definitely think, because they will probably release a lot of agents, I'm guessing like more than Overwatch. They're released once per month. They're gonna probably release as many as League of Legends. It's gonna be the new big thing. Anyway, I guess this is it for this video. And this is Fatman, signing out. Peace, guys.